The Mexican community has lived on U.S. territory for centuries, long before the United States of America even existed. Los Angeles is our ranch, ancestral Latin American heritage. When Mexicans launched an armed rebellion against representatives of the Spanish crown to create a new country called Mexico, New Spain extended from vast territories in South America, all of Central America, to a huge patch of land that belongs today to the United States of America. Additionally, the Iberian country held Caribbean islands that later gained independence as well, Dominican Republic and Cuba. Mexico commemorates the beginning of the uprising, marked by gunfire and cannon blasts against the Spanish. The early morning of September 16, 1810, the signal to begin the attack on military targets was the ringing of the Roman Catholic church bell in Dolores, Guanajuato town, house of prayer led by priest Miguel Hidalgo y Costilla. The acoustic waves from the bell tower mobilized the people, some wielding machetes, demanding an end to abuse and oppression by Spain.
¡Viva México! ¡Viva México! ¡Viva México!
I'm galloping on my horse just to remind you to subscribe to Pulsar Chronicle and activate the notification bell to receive future content productions. Also, click the thumbs up button and share this video with friends. Blessings.
A combative speech by priest Hidalgo y Costilla in the church's bell emergency tones in support of the independence fighters is known in Mexican history books as El Grito de Dolores, the Cry of Dolores. In the capital of Mexico, Independence Day celebrations begin the night of September 15th, with reenactments, fireworks, and festivities leading up to the early hours of D-Day and H-Hour, the moment the humble people launched the military offensive against the Spaniards. This commemorative event took place 215 years ago. The original map of Mexico, after its legal independence from Spain on September 27, 1821, included the states of California, Arizona, Nevada, New Mexico, Utah, and Texas. It also encompassed large swaths of land that today are part of Kansas, Oklahoma, Wyoming, and Colorado. In an act that literally means that Spanish conquistadors came to the continent, they called America to take lands that didn't belong to them. And centuries later, the same discoverers gave a chunk of that large territory that was not theirs to others. In 1819, the state of Florida was ceded by the Kingdom of Spain to the United States of America. 16 years ahead, Texas gained independence from the Great Mexican Empire. The Lonely Star Country didn't last much because in 1845 the Texans decided to be one more USA state. The Northern Territory that was part of the so-called New Spain, and then to Mexico during 27 years, became annexed to the United States of America after a war between the U.S. and Mexico from 1846 to 1848. Armed conflict that ended with the Guadalupe Hidalgo Treaty, in which Mexico legally ceded the territories known today with a politically incorrect description, the American Southwest. America is the whole continent, not just the United States of America. In the beginning, California was property of the Native American people, later New Spain. Then it was Mexican, and now the United States of America. That's why, since 1946, the Mexican Civic Patriotic Committee celebrates every September the Mexican Independence Parade in East Los Angeles, California. In the 79th edition of the celebration, young people of Mexican ancestry danced joyfully to the rhythm of marching bands and dressed in colorful folkloric attire the Aztecs, Mayans, and other native communities from Mexico and Latin America. East Los Angeles, the most Mexican neighborhood in California, celebrated with a blend of traditional Mexican culture and modern USA flair. The Mexican jamboree echoed as people watched Mexican charros ride dancing horses, as charming as Hollywood actors on a red carpet gala. Among the artistic companies were groups of young ladies in vibrant color outfits who energized crowds at student sporting events in the U.S. Cheerleaders with Mexican roots, though part of their culture is very gringo. Also participating were performers dressed in dazzling costumes and elder masks, marching like a bunch of super grandpas with a tipsy dance that evoked the traditions of deep Mexico. These men in fabulous outfits had one artistic mission: to light up the joy on faces of their people. That's the way Angelinos have fun on the street at the yearly Mexican Independence Parade, because not only Mexicans enjoy the Grand Parade, but also Latino Americans, Asians, and gringos of all colors who love Latin American culture. While some march on the Cesar Chavez Boulevard, others cheer from sidewalks, just like one big Americana family. The annual Mexican Independence Parade in East Los Angeles took place on September 14th, 2025.